Hello, Capricorn. Welcome in. It's Laura from Tenacious Taurus Twin Flame Tarot, and this is going to be your monthly reading for June. I do apologize for the delay, but your energy is so stuck, Capricorn. I don't know what's going on, and so this is a message for June. This may or may not resonate. This could play out at any point in time throughout the month of June, Capricorn. This is for any major Capricorn placement: Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And what I want to say is probably everybody in the collective would benefit from listening to this Capricorn reading, because we do have Pluto ingressing back into Capricorn retrograde. And so the energy is feeling very dense and very stuck when I tap into the collective of Capricorn. And I do feel this is in part to Pluto ingressing back into Capricorn. And so this might affect everyone in the collective, depending on where Capricorn falls within your birth chart. And so we're going to see what messages can come through for the month of June. Like I said, it's feeling stuck. It's feeling like something needs to give. I don't know. I tried so many times last week to get this message out to you, and I just had to pull completely away, and I thought, no, I'll try again this week. So let's see what needs to come through for you, Capricorn. I am starting off by using the Starseed Oracle deck. Then we will jump in with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland, and I will close off with the Crystal Stone deck for some closing messages. So, oh my gosh, there's some type of severing. The Great Severing. So Mars energy. Mars is the lower octave of that Pluto, and we do have Mars in Leo, so that's a fiery energy. I feel a tower. I feel anger. I feel a conflict. There's some type of great severing. And I feel like ascension. So I feel Capricorn energy for sure playing out. And I feel some Aquarian energy. So could be dealing with an Aquarius. But there is a severing. And I do feel once you cut the cords to a certain connection that has been very challenging, you're gonna finally get the big picture. Palladian energy. So there's likely an ending of some sort. And maybe this is going to bring forward some new inspiration, some new ideas, a new vision. There could be a third eye activation. But I feel with Mars and Leo, you're going to really want to watch your anger and your temper. We also had Venus just enter into Leo today. So I do feel, this is a big lesson in boundaries. So you could have somebody in your life where this has been a burden, a heavy weight. Boundaries are necessary, Capricorn. And what do you need to let go of? What do you need to stop carrying when it comes to a burden or a weight that isn't yours? And so when we harbor bitterness and resentment towards a person too, it will lower our vibration. And so there needs to be a release. I feel it's just this energy of like you're treading water. It's feeling very stuck, right? Like you're treading water. So I do feel a lesson in owning your inner authority. But let's see what needs to come through for you, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. So your life is a canvas. So this is about accountability. Wherever you're at, whatever needs to be severed, there needs to be accountability for whatever it is that you've created, first and foremost. We're not victims here, right, Capricorn? I do feel you're seeing something clearly, or you're seeing a person clearly. The veil of illusion is lifting. And so you're questioning everything. Is this person even aligned to your path, to your mission? You could be going through a period of disillusionment. Maybe this is a connection that was put on your path to trigger an inner child wound to the surface in order to go through some inner child healing. Something here is unaligned. Something here needs to leave your life. And I do think you might have been like Two of Swords in it, not wanting to look at it. But I do feel you're being called to step up. There very well could be a spontaneous Kundalini activation going on here. There could be an awakening, a third eye activation going on here, Capricorn. Definitely seeing things clearly. I feel Venus energy too with this. Your life is a canvas. I feel you're entering into a new cycle and a blank slate is coming, but there's a lack of accountability for an illusion of some sort. So I think seeing things clearly. I feel learning to nurture and mother yourself. You're walking through some type of portal doorway. It's time to step up. I feel an activation. Your calling or your karmic pathway is being activated. Soul gifts are coming back online and a lot of remembrance. And so breaking free from a cycle of some sort, and maybe this was a fated connection. We have some fated soul connections as part of our awakening journey, but I feel this is to teach you to take charge of your destiny. There is some type of ancestor watching over you as you go through some deep cellular healing. So emotional healing, physical healing, spiritual healing. You're going to want to get grounded. I do feel a lot of fogginess. So let's jump in with the tarot and see what else needs to come through for you, Capricorn. Oh my God, there's that stuckness. Oh my God, there's the stuckness. 7 of Pentacles, and there's the wounded healer. And when we get to the core of our wound and we go through a period of healing, then it is time to step up, right? So I think you've been reconsidering something here. The 7 of Pentacles, I do feel you've got some deep karmic roots here. This is stuck, right? Waiting. I think you've spent a lot of time maybe waiting on somebody to maybe step it up. But I feel, I don't know, this could be a catalyst here to trigger a core wound. I feel there's the stuckness though, right? Stuck, waiting, resting. So I do feel with Pluto going retrograde back into Capricorn, it's going to be there in Capricorn until close to the end of the year. So this could be a transformation taking place over the next 7 to 9 months. But I do feel some type of spark has been activated, some type of activation if you see the flames kind of going up here. And so this is about truth, accountability, integrity, something about that strawberry. There's the strawberry colored full moon has brought in some type of illumination. I think you see things clearly. I do think some kind of veil of illusion's been lifted. And I do feel you're deeply wounded. I could be talking to a healer here. So you might be going through a period of rest and reconsidering maybe where you've lacked accountability in your life. And we are here to be these conscious spiritual co-creators in conjunction with the universe. And so I do feel, yeah, you've been stuck somewhere where this is definitely not your dreams coming true. There could be overindulging here. There could be addictions that have been masking this truth, that have been, you know, keeping the veil over your eyes. Drinking could be an issue, keeping somebody stuck. But you can't keep waiting on dreams to come true, because I feel wherever you're at, this is not your dreams coming true. Something here is unaligned. You could be dealing with a Gemini or a Virgo. You could be dealing with a pathological liar, a master manipulator. I do feel there is a need to break some karmic chains here and to go through some healing. I'm feeling more Aquarian energy. But let's actually do a spread here and see what needs to come through for you, Capricorn. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. Well, there's a rebalancing. I think things are out of control. There's a need to get back into balance here. Sagittarius energy. I feel you spend a lot of time in a connection or working on something, and it's time to let it go. Is kind of what it feels like, Capricorn. There's your fear. There's anger. There could be jealousy issues, possessiveness issues. There could be a lack of emotional stability here. And there's some challenging times. Get ready for a fight. I do feel things are going to get pretty extreme. We got the crown chakra anchored down by the solar plexus chakra. Success and growth. So things are going to be moving forward quickly, But you got to stop looking back at the past. I do feel maybe there was a missed opportunity in the past. This could be a huge financial downfall. We do have the Blossom upright, or the Judgment upright, with the Strength card. Believe and succeed. The Six of Wands with the Three of Cups. Leo energy. Pisces energy, bottom of the deck. We do got joy and stability. So you are in a foundation, but you're not honest about where you're at. There's a lack of truth here. There's a lack of clarity. This is not really rooted in your beliefs. I think it appears stable and joyful, but remember that Nine of Cups in reversed. There could be a lot of partying going on here. I don't think there's a lot of honest communication. I think it's superficial. And I do feel with the Emperor in reversed, you could be dealing with a masculine that does not do the right thing. We could have a father here that abandons his children, that does not step up to the plate. We could have somebody in distorted masculine energy. The Emperor reverse is basically a tyrant without his match. We've got somebody here that could be controlling, lacks structure, lacks discipline. We could have a narcissist here, lying to yourself about the stability of this connection. This could be rooted in an old belief system. And I do feel you're going to have to face your deepest, darkest fears. There's something about facing some fears here. We could have a masculine that could have some mental health issues. There's some type of betrayal here. There's a betrayal here. There's been a lack of truth. And I think your deepest, darkest fears are coming out. And you know when this truth comes out, it's going to break apart a false foundation, is what it feels like. I do feel there's anger. I do feel somebody's been very guarded here. And it's been a challenging connection. And it's likely, there's likely all kinds of people putting their 2 cents in. I do feel with the crown chakra and the solar plexus, there's some type of download or activation coming in here. There is like a spiritual activation. You might need to release some anger and some rage. I do feel bitterness when it comes to maybe some financial struggles. This is about harnessing your power, your strength. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that's draining your energy. I do feel with the success and the growth, it's kind of looking back at the past. I feel in the past, this connection resembled offering a lot of success and growth. But I feel this energy of like the rug being pulled out from under me, and I got like massive like heartburn almost right now. I do feel like an illusion. I think you've been in the forest, and I do feel there's going to need to be a judgment call made here. And I feel you've not wanted to look at this clearly. I think there's been a lot of ego battles, a lot of ego struggles. I feel there could be success here, but I do feel it's going to require maybe leaving something behind. Although this is the Six of Wands, it kind of feels like a Six of Swords. You know, on the Six of Swords, we're in the boat. And I feel heading towards a new horizon. I do feel share the love. You could have been dealing with somebody that shared the love with a third party. I do feel you're going to heal. So I do feel something is broken, and I do feel this is going to hurt. But you have to believe that you can succeed on this healing journey. So stop looking back at what could have been successful, which in turn really brought you a lot of challenges. And I feel you've been stuck. Somebody here has been stuck, sitting in a lot of regrets. I feel there's this energy of boredom, soul suppression, and it's kind of time to embrace this lesson. I do feel something is you know, coming to a natural completion. I do feel a connection that reflected back to you all of these wounded aspects of self that you needed to go within and heal. Because there is this stuckness. That Four of Cups is stuck. It's stuck, it's suppressed, it's oppressed, it's bored. You could be dealing with somebody here that was abusive or controlling. And I feel you're ready to embrace change. It's time to embrace this healing journey and to change your focus. Because I feel you've been stuck in a period of extended grieving for a really long time, and it's time to move beyond the stuckness. So let's take a look at the Judgment. And I do feel with Venus and Mars and Leo, this is going to give you the strength to make a judgment call, because I do feel this hurts your heart. I do feel this is a very tough decision that you have to make here, Capricorn. We get the Magician, and we get the Third Eye. I do feel it's scary. I think you're afraid to take a leap of faith because you don't see clearly where you're going. I do feel the energy, too, of somebody, you know, they had the veil of illusion over your eyes. And maybe they emotionally manipulated you. Maybe you've got a big heart, and I do feel this hurts. Let's get one more there. Yeah, so I do feel releasing. I feel you're releasing a manipulator here, somebody that manipulated a situation. The Four of Pentacles in reverse. And maybe you've held on for a long time because of the love that you've had for this person, but I do feel you're making a judgment call to move forward. So let's clarify the Strength card. And I do feel there was karma here playing out, and then we get the Five of Swords. So this is about winning or losing. And when we look at love as a competition, and we shouldn't be in competition with our partner, nobody really wins. Nobody really wins, right? And so, you know, I feel maybe you've deceived yourself here. Maybe, you know, the heart can be deceiving, right? And I do feel you're bored, you're discontent. And I think you have been going within and really listening to your intuition. I think you've mastered controlling your emotions, and I do think you're getting ready to speak up. Wow, look at all of the chakra cards. So there's definitely some type of Kundalini rising or Kundalini activation, because you're at the crossroads. There's a brand new golden opportunity here. I think this new vibrancy, this new vitality. It's time to spread your wings. I feel you releasing a connection and going through this rebalancing. It's decision time. There's a lack of love here. There's a lack of unity. There's a lack of coming together. There's a lack of balance. And I feel a realignment. And there's a tower. There's a breakdown and a breakthrough. And I do feel you're going to need to, you know, take a period of rest and reconsidering in order to kind of find your balance again. So I do feel you're all done fighting. You're all done playing into the challenges and the power struggles in this connection. Yeah, you're all done feeling helpless and hopeless. You're all done. You're seeking the truth, and I do feel the truth is coming out, and it is going to trigger your deepest, darkest fears. But it's going to require a lot of trust, and you're on the pathway of a brand new beginning. So this is about healing, breaking the chains, Aquarian energy. I feel Archangel Michael is around you. I do feel you are embarking upon a healing journey. And so I do feel freedom. Freedom is around the corner, but you have to take a leap of faith. So where do you need to get honest with that clarity of belief? Because somebody here has been lying to themselves, not wanting to see the truth, but the truth is coming out. Piercing the veil, seeing beyond the illusion in a false foundation, in a false commitment. And I feel all done. It's like all you got to do is pull that sword of truth out of the ground, and you're all done deceiving yourself. All done with this manipulator that has kept you stuck and bored and maybe feeling guilty. Could be dealing with a Pisces, Leo, Aries. But there is a lack of coming together, and I do feel it's time to heal your heart. So let's get you a couple last messages from the Crystal Stone deck. What else does Capricorn need to know? Well, I do feel developing your foresight and deepening your perspective is going to help. I don't think you're going to see this tower coming. But the signs and the things have been cautioning you. I do feel a re-navigation or something of the sort. And I do feel, yeah, it's like you don't see clearly into the future. And you're going to have to find your faith to believe. I feel you've been missing the signs. I feel this energy of I'm bringing it to the altar, you know, taking it to your knees. I think you've tried to logically solve this issue. I do feel accountability. Somebody here needs to get a grip. Somebody here needs to get a grip. And I do feel you might find yourself drowning in some emotions in the month of June, Capricorn. But let's see what else needs to come through for you. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. And like I said, pay attention to where Capricorn falls in all aspects of your chart, because I do feel Pluto is going to be transforming those areas of your life. You really need to protect yourself. I do feel you've been dealing with somebody draining you, sucking your energy, stealing your money, or maybe not stealing, but like just draining you in all aspects. It's like they're taking more than they ever give back to you. So boundaries, establishing boundaries, energetic boundaries, physical boundaries between you and almost like a zombie or something of the sort. And so you're going to need to find your solid ground if you want to make your dreams your reality, because I think you've been chronically indecisive about this decision, and maybe something about the North Node moving into Aries is going to clear that chronic indecision, and you're going to be forced to make a decision, Capricorn. But I feel the energy in June is ideal for sifting through the illusion and seeing things clearly, and then taking action on this new inspiration, this new idea. It's like you can see the horizon on the horizon. It's almost there, but I feel June is the deadline for this ending, because I think this person has created all kinds of struggles in your life. There could be work-life balance struggles. You might need to balance out your work life, your personal life. You need more stability in your life, is what it feels like. I think the fire's getting flamed, and I do feel you're better off without this person, is what it feels like. And it's about rebuilding on the heart. So I feel you could be dealing with somebody all up in their ego, and you've definitely felt disconnected from this person for a while. Maybe you're dealing with somebody that, you know, likes to get drunk. Maybe the two of you go out and you get drunk together, and that's all the relationship has become. And is that really intimacy? Going out and partying together, that's not really intimacy, and that's not going to be for everybody. But if that's the case, I think things are going to turn into a train wreck. I feel this, if there's a lot of drinking involved, you're about to go off the rails in this connection, and you definitely could be dealing with Pisces or somebody with heavy Pisces in their chart. But I do feel it's time to reconnect to your higher self. It's time to also stop playing the victim routine with this person. I think you're dealing with somebody that has a victim mentality, is not willing to do the right thing, has maybe abandoned their children. And it's time for you to start living a life of purpose. So how can you release this tight grip? I think you've given chase to money, power, and lust. And I do feel you need to be accountable. The energy is saying you need to be accountable and get things done. And that's what Capricorn does. And that's kind of what I got for you for June. I think get ready for a level up, but you're going to have to power wash something out of your life. Something that you've been afraid to do for a while. And that's what I got. I hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal or a soulmate reading with me, Capricorn, check out the description box below. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.